I get tired as a Houstonian, and we gonna have to talk about three subjects. I'm gonna make three videos regarding Beyonce's video. Bad birthday, Beyonce. Yesterday was her birthday, the 35th birthday of hers, and I had to go on channel 11 and just bash some people bashing her. You know, I'm a big Beyonce fan since 1997. I'm about to graduate high school in 98. When they would say no, 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 and Destiny Child, they'll call her all type of racist stuff. And you had white racist people. But the sad part, you had Latinos who think they white, who were born here 9 out of 10 and whitewashed in the head. Who are, and they had some Latinos who supported her, don't get me wrong, but the ones was, you know, and I'm like, I had to tell one, because one white man, ugly as I don't know what, I see why his wife left him, you know, I had another call, oh, Beyonce nappy head hoe. Then a Hispanic woman came, Latino, she came and said, yeah, I agree. Somebody, she laughed, and I said, excuse me, do you still use La Plancha on your pelo chino? Pelo chino means curly hair in Mexican Spanish, because of course chino means Chinese, but in Mexican Spanish they call curly hair pelo chino. And La Plancha means the iron. No different in a hot comb, when you flat, no, when you straighten, you know, extremely curly, aka kinky hair, okay? No, actually, no different. It's an iron. You know, one was hot iron with a comb iron, and the one with an iron used around your clothes before they used a flat iron back in the day. Okay, so I had she didn't say responding to her from then. You know, ugly white man had a nerve to talk about, and I'm not being racist. I'm mixed with Caucasian, so don't call me racist. I'm looking at myself in the mirror with this camera skin. African American, Irish, English, Native American, French, Creole, and possibly Spanish because my ancestor was Real, not Riles, until they went to camp from Louisiana to Texas, and Real is a Spanish last name. Okay, on my mama's side. Okay, point is, that's nothing new. It's new. Actually, I will admit that I learned this back when I found that my great-grandmother, my third grandma was white. My third grandfather's mother was white. After slavery, he was born with, you know, she gave him birth. And I kind of kept this, you know, I thought it was Portuguese. I went online, but I found out later on, like I said, on other videos, and I had to come to realization that it is a Spanish, and I found on Wikipedia, it is a Spanish last name. So, so that could be, that's why Zacarias, you know, my name translated in Spanish. Maybe, I don't beefing and renting, cussing, but maybe God used that reason to learn that, you know, to who, because I had to find, I remember I felt my class online to find out my heritage because of whether it be the black, the white, the Native American, is because people, you know, when I tell people this, I don't make this up, y'all. I have been doing research since I was 13 years old. After I watched the movie Queen with Halle Berry, okay, you know, Alex Hayes' paternal grandmother who's black, black, white, and Cherokee, okay, essentially biracial. I forgot the mother, the Jess, we got to play was part Cherokee and part black, I pay attention to the lines in the movie, yes. So ever since then, I've been on this conquest to find out who I really am, a public America with 3 Ks, saying who I am. So if I'm against the one drop rule, and I never got a damn thing for being going along with the one drop rule when I was growing up, and not know it was not a law no more. They found that out. I mean, it's amazing, and I'm not to be spiritual about this. Amazing how God revealed a lot of things that human that lies will try to do to hurt you and to use for they take advantage of. So I'm not gonna elaborate there, but going back to the situation, you know, I'm not making fun, but the man was ugly. I'm sorry, call it like it is, and he's ugly in his language. Not to excuse me, you look like a crackhead version, meth head version of Don Amos, what you did. You're a crazy head hoe, but how can your wife left you? You know, if she divorced, I see why she divorced. You know, you're so ugly. You know, because this woman, everybody's mad at Beyonce because she, you know, sitting against police. She was not a cop, hating cops. She stand for police who are good, but police who are doing bad. The police protection, and she was against racism. And she's part white. She has French in her. And I think in Wikipedia they say she has maybe some in Irish or Spanish. I haven't got the clarification of it, but we all know she always stated that she's French, black, French Creole, African American French Creole, and Cherokee. So that's what she is. So if the French is her And this girl lied to me. Why would you think she's racist? And she can constantly keep bringing it up. You know, information said Negro or Creole. You know what I'm saying? So it just don't make no sense for people to call her racist because she went against white racist cops, okay, who shooting us down and also Latinos down. So those who Latinos, stop being a portrait ass motherfucker, okay? When Donald Trump come to that scene, both of these brothers and sisters in the African American and Hispanic community are going to be picking cotton and strawberries, okay? Like unpaid migrant workers and plantation slaves. I'm the other side of the border, okay? Besides that, there have been issues about, you know, this is like, I don't know how many years, 100-some years of Sam Houston, named about the city Houston, become the president of Republican Texas. And you got folks like, I'm so happy that I'm seeing even Latinos doing this. Then this man stole your doggone country, so a part of your country, those who are Mexican descent, to make this a slave state, a slave country, then part of the Confederacy, the states. So you're going to honor a white man who 19 calling and saying all the time WBICKs. And I said, and I'm glad there was black African Americans in the community and Hispanic people on both for Channel 13 and Channel 11 Facebook was defending me, actually liking my posts. It was white people, a few Hispanic white people who was offended, and I had to remind them. And nowhere in hell I am with the, you know, anti-white or anti-black. Of course, anti-black. No, I'm not with that either. I'm for all the races to come together, and I'm also have a multi-race. I'm in detail my multi-race background. You know, I ain't got no shame being a mud. Okay, I love being a camera skin, a part of the mud. Okay, so I got no shame of being African American, European, Native American. And then this is Hispanic, which is also European for the Spain part. Okay, so I'm very proud of that God gave these to my parents who were not pure black, but classified because one drop man to dehumanize them. And then, you know, and the rest of the family members, some family members have a beef with that, but they don't want all the problem when they defend a rule that was used to put you on plantation, a rule to keep you down for having a drop of black blood. No matter what you look like, dark or light. So if anybody calls me a coon, they need to look themselves in the mirror before attacking me, because I'm actually trying to liberate the people. You know what I'm saying? You let a white racist ideology define you. So if they say you're a monkey, you can go in the zoo and say, oh, come on, you stupid. You don't have a mind of your own when you let oppressor define you, okay? So, but that's why we're not going to talk about this situation. And this is one of the videos I really want to address. They said Wal-Mart. I saw Channel 11 here in Houston's Facebook. Wal-Mart, white neighborhood Walmarts are most nice and friendly and safe compared to poor neighborhoods, aka African American, Hispanic, you know, people of color neighborhoods that are actually economically poor. And I have to agree. No, for real, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that folks got upset what I said, you gonna laugh, if there's no white thugs, coon, KK, and neo-Nazis. And me and my white friend, who's part of Black Lives Matter, yes, I have a white friend. When I talked about the French flag last year, that got bombarded by brothers over here, called me all type of words, because I defend the French flag as part of my roots. I know about Kenya and all places because the mass media didn't mean that. So go attack them, not me, okay? But the white friend, the older white friend, the one I got upset about him come trying to tell me what to do with my pictures and stuff with the flag. Okay, well, I had to get him to verify with this white guy that there are white people that I know personally. I don't know this man person from face to face, but I know from Facebook. But I know white people in Houston who support Black Lives Matter. I had got him, and him and that white guy were going hand in hand, and this white dude, the one who for Black Lives Matter, put a list of all the white supremacy methods used against minorities, especially African American, but Native Americans, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. And in history, people, you mentioned the rape of African women that many of us got. Besides, some of us have, you know, parents who great grandparents who were not rapists or slave masters, and they did intermarry in our family. Like in my case, for my grandma and mom's side, you know. So that's what, you know what I'm saying. It's, you know, it's weird to find stuff they taught in school. Sometimes they lie at school. or folks just exaggerate stuff, but I tell it like it's on my channel, so you actually know the truth. So I ain't gonna lie on my doggone channel. So the point is, that's the reason why that when I said KKK and thugs, they kind of fit it, which is true. And when they act belligerent and racist and stuff, they're all white thugs. You know, I don't use that thug for black or Hispanic people. I use that thug for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Eminem is a white thug. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Eminem, I don't like Eminem. Macklemore is the best white rapper, not Eminem. Y'all know how I feel about him. And I did go to a Drake concert yesterday as a worker, not as a attendant. So I hope you saw the video about me taking Tammy Lorraine about Kaepernick. I mentioned the stuff that Flex said about the male fans as Drake did not match the statement. That let you know they would not win what Flex was saying. Okay, it's another subject. But the point is, let's get back to the story. But I was a security officer like I was at March Madness, saying Kuhn and Kendrick Lamar. I didn't get to say Drake because when I left at 9, because I was contract about 4 hours, and I left at 9 with the temp agency I worked for, and Drake and Future came in, so I get a chance to see Drake. I will admit that I went on Instagram while I was on break. We can use our phones in Toyota Center. We got to go inside the break room, and I went on Instagram and told him, "Good luck, Drake. On your side, defending Flex. Defend you with the Flex beef, and I'm working security, but I had to leave at 9. So I went on stalking like that. No, but I'm not working with the guy. I'm not working with the guy. He actually sing. Both of us got a lot of rules besides me having an American. Don't dog his dad and I think I black white American too, because pure Negro don't even look it. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. We need to start mentioning it. We start mentioning it, especially if we are mixing with other people, that we also are not pure. Okay, that is part that they not the first generation mixed people. We've been descended from those who back then if it wasn't no mixing, we wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I would not be talking to you if all these elements I mentioned earlier did not come together, even though it was tragic or not. Race, whatever. It's still I would not be here. It's how racist people in the United States government classify just for their hierarchy of the racial caste system they bring here. So that's why, like here in Texas, they don't advocate multiracial identity that's why I'm very big and very vocal about it. Actually, I was going to email the Supreme Court and I know, hey, state of Texas do not tell its citizens they can check more on bias. I'm the only one. Even people who do come from first generation mixing, which are not intended one of us, they ain't no first generation mixing. But I'm talking about one parent with this one. But okay, they don't even know that. I'm like, dang, y'all don't even know that? I know that because I've been following multiracial movement since I was a teenager for 20-some years, So, but going back to that, it is true. And I'm going to say this, not the race of the people. If it was a fluent African-American and Latino neighborhood, or Latino neighborhoods with Wal-Marts or Costco's or Sam's or anything, you're going to have, because the mentality, the class of the person that happens to be of that ethnic group. But if you're going to go to the hood, the barrio, which I had to bash this Latino talking about black trash. If you saw that, yeah, it was me and bringing about Ronald Reagan and Rose Perez and about black in Mexico. Yeah, about black yeah, about all that up. Yes, I did. Okay, let this Latino who confused and turning Mexican men the portrait of mine couple do not know his raíz is real good. It's funny that I know more, and not that I don't know personally, but historical evidence show that most Mexicans are mixed with those three races. I didn't just wake up in the morning. I talked to Latino people who are Mexican who will verify that. Okay, back in the day, I actually talked to as I got older, but read articles they will put on here in Houston Chronicle, Houston Post, wrote books, whatever, and they would say exactly. Even the immigrants, especially come from Veracruz, but there's other part of Mexico, they will tell you, that they got black in them. That some of them don't want to admit it, or that it's not like, is it like one of the guys who came and did who works at maintenance man here? He's Mexican. It's funny that I get along with him more than the brothers. Some brothers get along who maintenance, but the rest of the brothers and some Latinos don't. But this particular one, he's from Mexico, and he reminded me of a smaller, thinner version because he looked chubby. The guy from Fito Nevada's, no offense. So he has the eyes like kind of way. We don't look exactly like him. And he told me, he said, yeah, there's people that I got folks that look like white people, Indian, and you got some folks like black people. I might have somebody. I said, yeah, because, and I said, even your nose. He said, yeah. He said, I think he said his hair is a little curly because he has a little fade. He's an older man, in his 50s or maybe 60s. And he said, yeah, but it don't matter to me, you know. And that's what he told me. It don't matter what I got in me, it's just who I am. So that's what some Mexicans from Mexico, they don't, because racist, okay, it is racial. It's not racist like the United States, okay? I haven't been able to talking to people. If I go there, I would have not a better experience he did in the United States. I would follow Negrito, I hate to use the word Negrito Grande, the brother, the dark-skinned brother goes to Mexico a lot from California, and get along with the Mexicans. They're more, which is very, that's why I prefer, no offense to Chicanas who are born here, Latinos who are born here, Mexicans, or either the Puerto Rican, or the Hispanic origin, but I do like the immigrant women compared to those United States. They might love me some Jennifer Lopez, Mariah Carey, and Evelyn Goldie, okay? But I just prefer, because the concept from the immigrant women, the way that they're very traditional, not all of them, but you find those who are, it's not rare. Their mentality is totally different. They're more acceptable to other races. They not have this big concept about race. It is mostly in the United States more, like this dude 19 was born here who talking about black trash, neighborhood, go white neighborhoods. But if you went to a white neighborhood, mi hermano, the WBICK word FBIC will call you as soon as you walk in. I've heard many stories from Latino, and one white dude, Latinos will go around blaming a white. Oh, I went to Padama Latino High School, shut the hell up. I went to the Latino Middle School, shut the hell up. I went to Padama Job Corps. I heard somebody saying the same thing, but no, when they were racist, yes, they will blame the white man. Yes, they'll talk about this, how the Southwest was stolen. How, Cesar Chavez. I heard the stories, and as a minority, I can't debunk what they're doing because I can relate to the situation. Remember, I don't like my white ancestor. Okay, I can't pass like Sarah Jane did in Imitation Life. So there's nowhere. So if this dude goes to a white neighborhood and it's they Trump rally, I hate niggas, give me my language, I hate niggas and wetbacks and spicks and spooks and monkeys and chinks and everything else. No offense to anybody in the minority, and redskins and all that, and mud people, mixed people, I hate all that. Let's keep white pew, white pride, blah, blah. It's a high Hitler, KKK, whatever. Let's say this brown brother goes into those neighborhoods, and as soon as he walk in, I'm sorry, I have heard white people come to me talk shit about Latinos, talk shit about the ones who were born here and wish they would go back to where they come from. And I would say, excuse me, can you please stop talking to me about that, because I'm also a minority. I'm also a person of color. I'm not going to buy in that coon and pocho train of the black and versus brown shit. Well, actually, we're genetically related. Actually, we have a similar story to each other. Actually, we together in the neighborhoods for a reason, because we both have a victimhood that's not a lie. It's the damn truth of white supremacy of this fucking country. Shoots. When the last time you heard of a Latino or a person African American before Barack Obama become president, except for President Lincoln and another president who happened to pass it for white? They wouldn't have to pass white. They was all that proud of all their roots, right? Warren G. Harding, they even say, hey, Eisenhower now take out some black things they eat and they did black people wrong. Agree wrong doing Jim Crow. That's why they had Joe Eisenhower, who won them presidents, that they was a Republican Party did African Americans people wrong, and they had to switch parties with Democrat. That's why I've been for Democrat. But that's the reason why, and also Democrat reached out to African American and Hispanic. The Kennedys did that, but this is the reason why. So I'm just sitting there and I'm pouring up videos. I even showed a video about the Manchester which is on my birthday, okay, August 18th, okay, that's my birthday. On 2009, I was 30 years old. I did not know about this. So I went online a couple years later and saw this. There's two videos called the Anti-Racist protesters in Manchester. Manchester is on the southeast side, not that far from the Second Ward, Magnolia, that's the barrio. Not too far from Third Ward, all southeast side. Okay, not too far from 45 and telephone, which is right there where Wal-Mart is, and I have to be very careful. No offense to anybody minority of African American husband, or even some white racist person who might come out the blue, or white person who just happen to be crazy, okay? Because, you know what I'm saying, no offense. When I go to Walmart down in there, I have to be careful, saying I'm going to go to Wal-Mart, okay? You know, so, and when I go to white, everybody got to be careful, you know, clean come because I don't look like no white person, even though I got the DNA in there, okay? So, yeah, I'm being real. So, I'm just taking all, you know, it's mud. I just take all areas. But anyway, get my male version of Mariah Carey up in here. Anyway, point is, let's get to the point. And Tiger Woods, okay? Point is, so, what did I just say? Hold up, I'm trying to get back to my story. Dang it. Okay, so, right about telephone roll. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to get back to. Okay, so, in Manchester, on the 18th of August 2009, my 30th birthday, I was 79 baby. What happened was, this was after Barack Obama became president, and white people who wanted wall, because Bush mentioned before Trump is talking about it, was talking about putting a wall because there's too many illegal immigrants here, too many Hispanic people. And they went to Gene Green's and his Democrat white man who actually helped me go to Job Corps when Obama had helped a lie about me going, you know, telling me, you know, lie about what situation, so another story. And so what happened was there was a Gene Green's committee hall, something like that. And the white people was getting mad at Gene Green, something like that, because he's for the, you know, minorities, and he's Democrat, and he's liberal. Well, these white people who are racist, who are anti-immigrant, and shot to go back to Mexico, went to Manchester, mostly Latino neighborhood, and started shouting out racial slurs. Even though I don't condone the big Latino guy, the darker Latino guy with the big tattoo, he was a father and has a wife, and he's a husband. He's a husband of you know of his wife, and got kids. And the son, if you see two videos, one's from the Houston Sun Politics something, and the other one's from Sullivan, which is the white people who actually promote this thing. Okay, why y'all have to do that on my damn birthday? But anyway, point is. And so in the video, if you look at one called Larissa Mexicans and one's called Nancy Larissa is not affiliated with them people down there, even though they may help them out. So stop lying, stop like they do Black Lives every time. Is it Black Lives Matter? It's always promoted, okay? Like Black Lives just came out crime committed by African I mean, they had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Stop that mess. Anyway, so let's get back to the story. So they came to Manchester while Latino neighbors were peacefully having fun with their families, their friends, their homeboys, their homegirls. You know what I'm saying? And they came starting this ruckus. The big Hispanic man, the kind of darker Hispanic guy who had the black muscle shirt on with tattoos. I don't forget what he looked like. No offense, he had a broad nose. So that's me, mano. Anyway, point is, his son, the white guy was taunting his son. The son had the Mexican flag on him. I remember seeing both parts of the video. And he started cussing. The son cussed him out. And so the son tried to defend himself. HPD arrested his son. Then they tried to arrest the father because he cussed the white man out. But the white man was cussing him out and saying, go back to, and I'm sorry, that they called them niggas. Yes, they don't talk about the Hispanic people call these white folks niggas. Now, like he said in the other video, it's now their noose around their neck now, because they're going to be, and I'm sorry to my white people who are racist, you caused that one drop rule. I don't go along with it. You didn't accept me one of you because I don't look like you, and my DNA is not 100% European, so I have to go along with my people of color who also share white DNA too. Point is, y'all gonna be the minority. That's why I cannot stand on two Sakata Aunt Mamas who sit here bitching and moaning about a wall that when they become a majority white American Coco great again with Trump, they asses would not be able to get out of the United States. Let's go to Canada or swim the Gulf of Mexico with fleshy bacteria water or something. God dog it to go to Mexico to be defended. Because back in the day, the black Seminoles, I'm sorry, and I will, no offense about it, I will be that way at black. mixed multiracial, caramel skin, wet black, to go to Rio Grande if I had to deal with slavery. And I'm thinking about going, of course, I'm going to Mexico if Trump wins, which I know Hillary and her ass, skanky ass ain't gonna win. So point is, I'm going to Mexico. Forget this. I don't care. Family, I don't care. They kill me. Long as I don't have to deal with that Jim Crow. Because I told my family, how the hell you deal with Jim Crow? I would never be like Josephine Baker when she was with the friends. Shoots. I don't know why y'all dealt with him family. Well, if they don't want to go, I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave y'all behind. Y'all need to work everything on your own. Stop being like slave minded and get out of this heat. If you guys stuff there in hot water, are you gonna stay in hot water and melt? No, you get like a toad. Get out that water, okay? So that's what happened. So I put that video down to remind this Latino confused, sorry to say, brother, who think that he's not, think he white. If you saw, I'm sorry, talking about black trash and I gave him to thug, I had to go to my Anglo side of this. If I were 100% Anglo racist in Texas, I would say it's Latino thug. If you saw his pictures with a secret level, I don't know if it's a blunt, whatever, and it's like a black background, colored, you know, graphic, color to it, to his picture. You don't got no suit on. You ain't looking all professional. So you can't talk about trash. No, I'm not saying Latinos, but every time I see a brother or sister Latina or Latino who try to act like which other group is less ratchet than the other, I have to laugh. I have to laugh. I said, if I was a pure white man who was racist toward both of the groups, I would go in on them. And you know that I will be telling the truth what I was saying. Because both communities are suffering poverty, drugs, gangs, ratchetness on both ends. I lived in the hood, and there's most African with a few Hispanic. I lived in Latino neighborhoods in El Paso. It was Latino. My community I went to school was not Latino. It started to become later on over the years after I graduated high school. Some like you might think some light skinned Creole people. No, they're Latinos moved in because we had Creole people who look, Hispanic, who exotic. Because I'm mixed with Creole people who look more, like a Latino. From Latin America, but no, these were like my grandma's house. Latinos living on the other side, across the street from us. So they're nice neighbors. But point is, and it would help me out. Like when I missed the bus, tried to miss the bus. One of the she's Mexican, but her friend was Salvadoran. Gave me a ride to the bus stop and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I never had extreme hatred from Latinos. I have always. That's why I love the culture. And it's part of my raíces de España, okay? I love, I love the culture since I was a child. I love speaking Spanish. I love Mexican and Spanish, Puerto Rican, whatever, culturas, it don't matter, okay? The Dominicana, same thing, okay? Dominicana, so therefore, I don't have that beef. Yeah, it does happen. I'm not gonna deny it. And baby, I'm strong. I'm not gonna be weak slave. I'm gonna be strong. And that's what I'm telling this the brother. I'm saying you making this old racist stance, but dude, you got. And like I said, you better check. And I told him, I said, dude, check your raíces before talking muera. Muera means shit. Because 9, 10, you have African. Something like that I said on Facebook. But I let them know, baby. I'm gonna let them know. Okay, I know your doggone dark secret. There were articles back in the 90s. And the one Hispanic one, she's Mexican descent, she mentioned that's a dark secret. And like Reyes Perez, who's Puerto Rican, she said it on The View by Rivera. That's a dark secret in the community. Many of all Latinos have African, they don't want to be it. Then we put in the same pot with African Americans. That's why even the Afro Latino, well, the ones who claim that who look more exotic, claim African Latino, that was on that Charlamagne the God show, and what's the Andrew show? Talking about, y'all don't have an interview about that, and they were saying these Dominican Puerto Ricans told them parents don't bring the grito home. And then at 9 times they ain't talking about Afro Latino, they might are, but they're talking about African American. And I know that Afro Latinos don't like African Americans either. African American people either. You know what I'm saying? And I know personally that African American people not only don't like Latinos who don't look black, but don't like Latinos who are African American, African descent, or have African phenotype, or partially whatever. Because I remember when I was growing up in the 80s, and soon African American person got in trouble with crack cocaine, so a relative, I ain't gonna say who this person is, but say, oh, it's one of them Colombians look like us. And I was like, they don't have it on Spanish last name. How unless they changed them? You know what I'm saying? And in one case, was true because it was no, this is not a long time. Well, this is back in 2006, right? Seven. Okay, John Horse. Why did he have that name? Because John Horse was the black civil leader that went to Mexico, right? Okay, well, this white man named John Pasadena, Texas. And what it was, and the neighbors were Asian. They weren't white people. The newspaper don't go in detail, but the community was mostly white. And these two Afro-Latino guys, a little lighter than me, with less kinkier hair, were Colombian, and they pretend to be Puerto Rican. And this, I don't know, get stupid though. I don't believe in crime, but why would you break in their neighborhood? You know that the part of Pasadena, even though it's mostly Latino, there's a white most majority part of Pasadena trying to keep it white. That's very racist with few minorities. They broke in this Asian people's house. John Horse, I have to agree, had a right to shoot him. Now, don't get wrong, the police told him not. But they were breaking in their house, and I felt that if that's a neighbor, I'm telling you, I ain't being a coon. I disagree with Cornell X for this. If somebody broke in my house and they call laws and they take in my stuff, if they have a chance to shoot their ass, I don't give a fuck what color they are. Go ahead and do it. Okay? Hey, they should never came in nobody else's house. Well, they came in and they shot, the white man shot, and maybe he is a racist or not, I don't get it wrong. It is what it is. But at the same time, I cannot disagree with these two Latino guys, Afro-Latino guys, breaking in their house. Why would you go there? They were brave because I don't think no brother and sister from here would do that mess, because they know Pasadena has a history of being Ku Klux Klan. You know, one thing, my grandmother and my aunt used to go there all the time back in the 80s. I never heard no N-words, whatever, even at nighttime. People said, and I would tell people, well, baby, we couldn't go there. That's in the 60s and 70s. I was born in 79. I used to get my school clothes at Foley's, even at nighttime with my grandma and aunt. So my dad said, so stop all that. But you don't call them niggas. I ain't heard nobody call me a nigga. All the time I heard the word nigga from besides in the hood was at the Padona White School I went to. Okay, it was elementary before it came in Hispanic. Okay, so I just okay. So but back in the day, Pasadena was KK town. So they broke in, in this community, and that white man shot him. So Cornell X, what happened was they knew Black Panther Party came in protest, and it was stupid. Y'all didn't have no rifles then. I remember seeing that, and they was saying USA, go home, get out. Now, I ain't like the white protesters being all racist and rowdy and shit, but Cornell X was stupid to go in and try to defend these two people. I'm sorry, yeah, they should have been shot. Don't get me wrong, because John Horse was in the wrong. But at the same time, they shouldn't be breaking in people's house. Because let me let you know, God forbid someone breaking my house, someone got a pistol, please go ahead and do it. I'm sorry, I don't care what color, black, white, Spanish, whatever. No, they shouldn't be breaking in my damn house. I ain't breaking in theirs. If I broke in their house, they'll shoot me. Okay? And I ain't trying to. Baby, I like to get things on my own. I don't need to break no house to get it. So they found out they were lying, they were Puerto Rican, but their passport, it was a fake passport. They actually were from Colombia. But you have African-American people saying that who are racist or Hispanics, period, whether you Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, even if you look like one of us, will say, oh, those are the Colombian, they ain't one of us here. That we should stop bringing them over here. I've heard it growing up. Yes, I did. So and I see why there are Dominicans, other Afro-Latinos, because not all Dominicans look black, okay, or look partially black. It's Juan Luis Guerra. Now, I would not doubt that he has African mixture, but he don't look like a black man, a typical African, okay, like no Sammy Sosa before them changes, okay. So, point is, that's what I'm saying. So, but this Latino guy from Mexico City, who now in Chicano, Tejano, born here, trying to catch up to the white folks. But I'm telling you, when he moves out that doggone room, we don't like Mexicans. We need to go back to Mexico. I'm tired of speaking Spanish. I'm like, can y'all please get me out of this conversation, please? Y'all act like, so I'm white now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100% white now. Don't even look at, just because I don't have Latin American. You know, I'm not, because I had that Real in the family. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning this, okay? Before the found out Real surname was in my family, okay? Tree on my mama's side, okay? That was tracing on Usher.com. This is what I would say. I don't have no Hispanic origin in me. I'm still a minority just in the first class, just like them. I refuse to go along with that. Because when I walk, I'm all type of niggas. You know? So, that's why. And so, I had to bring out the facts. Because then white men talking about, well, we treat them better. We don't like illegal immigrants. Let me say something to you. How can you know that a person is illegal immigrant and not these days? When I was in the Job Corps, and I have to take my story, there was a big vato. He's from LA, okay? Big vato. Talk English proper and good too. You know, gangster, you know what I'm saying? And we used to be cool. But he was a Gemini. And I talk about the other Zach that's Asian and Creole that hangs with Terrence Belfort. We got into it. You know, I guess Geminis and Leos don't get along. Well, we had a big discussion about the Michael Jackson case and other things, and this dude turned, ever since then we never been friends. Well, one time, you know, I'm predominantly, it was a predominantly Latino Job Corps day because of El Paso, Texas, right about the Frontera Juarez, on I-10, you know, by Loma and Litorino. I know the area. And this big dude, we almost got into a fight. I also use the property stuff that I was get off because it was so big. I was be like created by Diva on Friday. But one time, we was cool at one period of time before we got ready to heat up. And he said, you know, I'm not legal. So, I'm sorry, all of us in the classroom, and most of the Latinos, they're like, what the hell? Why everybody looking at me like that? I'm not legal. I said, quit lying, dude. You born? No, I wasn't born in Mexico, dude. So, my white teacher, who married to an Asian at the time, she's been married to a Mexican American. Okay. She didn't like white women for a while. They tell her business, but she's a Bush lover and Republican probably vote for Trump. Anyway, I know her. One of them Southern Baptist evangelical. We used to get into it about, yes, we did. What happened was she said, excuse me, you're very Americanized. That's why nobody didn't know, because you don't speak with an accent. You can speak Spanish, but you act very American. I thought he was Chicano, like born in LA, wherever East, that's how central, whatever. No, his family came from Mexico, I guess by Tijuana area, by California, immigrated, and he was not legal. So he had, the one thing about Job Corps, what they do, you might have a visa to become citizen, but you don't have to be a citizen. So, and I remember one girl I used to like, who was from Minnesota, but she was not legal. She had a visa or a green card, whatever. Her and this old other bitch I can't stand, who got very Americanized, being racist. I had to call one of my friends, but a tall, dark-skinned friend, a nigga. And I said, excuse me, first of all, don't let me go there about her damn roots. You know I want to go there. I can't stand that bitch. Anyway, and she not know I know that, but I'm about to get into it with her. If she do it and she pop that, I'm about to cuss her ass out in Spanish and English. Well, anyway, her friend, very sweet girl. On time we got into it because, you know, of the classroom. And I used to like this girl because she looked like Apollonia. She was tall. She was tall. She played basketball, but she would stay at the Job Corps. And she'll go to the club or go wherever. And with them heels, ooh, she was fine. Put her makeup on. And she remembered Apollonia Cotero, who played on Purple Rain. Remember, she's Mexican Italian. You know, Prince Italian, Black Italian, French Creole, Indian, something like that, right? But anyway, so I would call myself Prince and Apollonia. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, and I was like, we need to get on more say Purple Rain. She did not know what Purple Rain, because she's from Mexico. But about my age, she looked like I was 24, 25, going to be 24 to come in. That's the age. So I turned 24 and I ended up turning 25. She was about my age, like 22, 23, something like that. So she was mature, very pretty, everything. And so she was still government. And when she was still government, her and that bitch, y'all can't stand, we was still government, they said, we're talking about voting. So the Hispanic woman who's Chicana, she talking about, I'm a for Democrat, another Hispanic who's for Republican, who was sweet, who actually, the Republican one, admit that there was African mestizo mixture, and talking about, dang, you smart, and she was sweet. Now, even though the Republican Party bothered me, but that, she was my math teacher at the what do you call it, oh Lord, she was a light skinned Latina too. You can tell she's like this, but she was very fair skinned. Her hair was dark brown, curly, and she wore it short. She was very sweet, very religious woman, and Catholica as well. But she was also Republican. And when I mentioned about Afro Mestizo of his Guerrero, she said, "Oh, you're very smart." And so it was the academic building, because I didn't fail the math part of the test, the entry test, so I had to take the math class in order to get my vocation. So in business technology. So anyway, so we was working with the woman who's Democrat, who's who been there for years. Actually, a former student who worked there for years, trying to get people to vote and trying to go and vote. They mentioned her, the girl I like, and her friend I can't stand. They both was not citizens. We're like, what the hell? Remember, there's most Hispanic there. And a few of us that's not Hispanic, well, then I know. They don't say it, but a few of us do. So we was like, what? And they said, yeah, they got that visa agreement, whatever, but they were, able to come to the job court. And I said they couldn't vote for, the Kerry and Bush election. So, me personally, I was shocked to find that out. So, remember, because even though some of people, and I knew one dude, born in El Paso, but raised in Juarez, speak mostly Spanish, he speak English, but he majority of the time he speaks Spanish. And one of my friends who actually admits not having African DNA, but admits the African mestizo mixture, when he actually like one of my private Facebook pages where I mentioned about the Mexico now lounging with the citizens Afro Mexican, and he liked my page. We both 10 years apart. He said he's Chris Brown, and so big dude, you know what I'm saying. And so he was born in Los Angeles, but raised in Juarez. So I was like, dang, ¿por qué no hablas tú hablas en español, pero no puedes hablar inglés mucho, pero no naciste aquí en Estados Unidos, en Los Angeles? And he told me that él nací en Los Angeles, California, pero su familia, Ferran, is it Ferran? Yeah, su familia y él, Ferran, went to Mexico, went to Mexico, okay? So they went to Mexico in Juárez, and él estaba viviendo en Juárez. And when he was in El Paso, él estaba viviendo en Juárez también, so he lived in Juárez. So right then, I was like, damn, I did not know that they happened, because, I went to school with people from Monterrey, from, from Nueva York, from, the Valley, and they have family in Brownsville and right across the Frontera, right there about Matamoras and everything. I used to like a girl in high school who's from, besides, Lupe. She didn't go to high school, we worked at a job. When I was 19, this other girl that graduated with me, she's from Monterrey, and a big list too, and you can tell that naturally curly, long hair. I'm sorry, she had some African in her. Besides Spanish name, and that I love exotic looking women. So I was hurt when she went back to Monterrey. But, when we graduated in 98, yes, I was. And she was so sweet to me. She was an immigrant, by the way. But she was a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, you never know. So, we were bringing this up, that a lot of people, you cannot look, this white guy that made this statement, you cannot look at somebody and say, oh, well, because they speak less Spanish, they're not citizen. They're citizens, and those who don't speak Spanish or don't speak English well are citizens. That's not true. Families go back and forth, back to Latin America and to the United States all the time. And like I say, one girl, talk like a valley girl, when I went to school, and I hope y'all don't find what school I went to, because I try to get everything confidential. One of the teachers had a daughter that got killed, and two Latino guys had killed her. They were gangsters. And we all, because she was a teacher, the one was a teacher, her daughter was graduating 20 years ago. The second, she had two daughters. They are white Anglo and WASP family. And we all pitched in to write to American Most Wanted back in '96. And, and it was on, Unsolved Mysteries. And it was on American Most Wanted. They was trying to find these two Latino guys. And prior to the Cinco de Mayo, because we had issues with the Black History program, and then Cinco de Mayo, they had some of our people, and I performed the Macarena because they asked me to do the Macarena. Me and this sister, we all in a small, it was Hispanic and white. It was white girls. I was only dude, and the other guy that was there who's mentally challenged. We did before the Macarena back in '98, no, '96, Cinco de Mayo program. We were my friend dancing. And the reason I bring this up because the girl who acted like a Valley girl, I thought she was born here. She also, they danced with us. We also were dancing to by one of the guys performed by Benito song, the Tejano music. Boy, that's it. I forgot. Yeah, I probably know what I'm talking about. It's a long time. I gotta hear the song again. So, and I heard by Benito perform well, and I'm glad the Tejano music is coming back. Amigos, Tejana, okay. So we're having fun. Everybody dancing. Some of the African American people who are racist walked out of the program mad, and it became a riot. Not like a riot, but like a black and brown stuff. And I said, like, dang, why we're minorities? Come on. So during the time that they said the white girl, I don't know if it's true or not, whose sister had passed away, was saying, I don't like Cinco de Mayo, and when her daughter was about to graduate in '96, the mother who worked at the school, white mother, wrote on a local newspaper, not the Houston Chronicle, one of our local area newspapers, and talked bad about immigrants. She mentioned race, because and I used to learn this, and I learned this in college, that you can talk about somebody without using the actual words. You can analyze, you can tell that person does not like certain groups of people based on the language, the content of what they're saying. So when I read the article, because what happened was, the one of the girls I liked, the Hispanic girl I liked, the graduated in '96, they came in and said, hey, this woman is racist. Me and this Chicano woman who's my teacher in the third year of me speaking Spanish, learning Spanish, who was teaching Spanish, she, we was talking, because I'll go to her classroom and talk to her. And next thing, the girl I liked back when I was in the 6th grade, she was in 8th grade, she graduated in '98, '96, I graduated in '98. Anyway, she reminded me of a Latin version, of, Mexican version of Paula Abdul. I used to call that back in middle school. She comes out mad. Yeah, they were making copies in the library about this news article. And the white woman had said, they said she was talking about illegal immigrants.